हाय दोस्तों, दिस इज माय फर्स्ट वीडियो जो कि मैं एमएसडी के रिटायरमेंट के ऊपर अपना फर्स्ट वीडियो आपको उनको डेडिकेट करके आपको यूट्यूब पे अपलोड करके दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ, जो कि टॉपिक है MS धोनी इम्पैक्ट ऑन इंडियन क्रिकेट। और इस टॉपिक में हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि धोनी के पहले के क्रिकेट, धोनी के उनके आने के बाद का क्रिकेट और अब धोनी के जाने के बाद का इम्पैक्ट इंडियन क्रिकेट पे कैसे पड़ेगा। वैसे काफी सारे लोगों ने धोनी के बहुत सारी महानता और उनकी उपलब्धियों को गिनाया है, बस ये सब हम लोग जानते हैं और ये सब चीजें हमें गूगल पे आसानी से मिल सकती है। बट मैं इस वीडियो के थ्रू आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, बीइंग लाइक रांची बॉय, लाइक मैं भी वहीं से हूँ और मुझे उनका मतलब जब वो खेलना स्टार्ट किए थे तब मैं स्कूल में था। तब मुझे क्रिकेट में सबसे पसंदीदा जो मुझे क्रिकेटर लगते थे वो वीरेंद्र सहवाग थे। और उसके बाद कैसे मैंने मतलब उनके बैटिंग के थ्रू या उनके बिहेवियर के थ्रू मैंने कैसे इतने दिनों में, पिछले 15-16 सालों में उन्होंने मुझे इन्फ्लुएंस किया, अपने और आकर्षित किया उनके बिहेवियर से और उनके कैप्टेंसी। मेन थिंग अबाउट इज लीडरशिप, जिस तरीके से वो लीड करते थे टीम को। और कोई भी इंसान क्रिकेट में या किसी भी गेम में एक सिंगल पर्सनालिटी से उतर सकता है। जैसे कि अगर कोई बैट्समैन होगा, कोई फील्डर होगा, कोई विकेट कीपर होगा, कोई बॉलर होगा या कोई कमेंटेटर होगा, बट MSD के साथ ऐसा था कि वो पूरी टीम को लेके चलने के लिए एक तो लीडर थे, दूसरा कैप्टेंसी उनके ऊपर पूरी जिम्मेदारी, साथ में वो बेहतरीन बैट्समैन, और उसके साथ साथ जो वो मोटिवेट करते थे ऑन द ग्राउंड और वो जिस तरीके से छोटे छोटे प्लेयर की मदद करते थे, वो सब इम्पैक्ट सच में उनके आने के बाद क्रिकेट पे, भारतीय क्रिकेट पे ज्यादातर पड़ा। Ashkan sir, so I'm asking about the overall impact of Dhoni's on Indian cricket.
Interesting question. Many people have got a different, kind of actually opinions, perspective. But the point is, Dhoni. The short answer to that is Dhoni has left an impression which will be remembered for the rest. For the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I don't have an answer. But Dhoni, obviously, the biggest contribution and the tangible actually way you can measure his contribution is he has won 2 World Cups, one T20 and 1 World Cup. The one-day World Cup, which was after '83, India was actually hungry, since India became the superpower of cricket since 1996, I would say, in terms of controlling the budget of the entire world. India was very hungry, and more so because it was also Sachin Tendulkar who wanted to sign up on a high note. So these 2 World Cups obviously lift his stature to a place where no other captain can probably, in terms of just the outcomes, can be contributed to Dhoni. But even then, that the thing that he has contributed more in terms of players is, if you see Rohit Sharma, players like Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, Ravindra Jadeja, Suresh Raina, to name a few. Even Kohli to an extent. The way they are contributing now, the way they are taking team forward, Dhoni is the one who has actually built their career. If you talk about each of them in detail, you can obviously come to know how he made sure that they found the spot that they liked in the team, how they could contribute, how they could give their best for the team. So he has in short laid a foundation stone for a team which is going to be taking a shot at World Cup every time it plays, at least for the next 2 World Cups, I would imagine. And he made sure the transition to Virat Kohli happened over a period of time. He didn't call it a day right after he handed over the captaincy, which he could have done probably. And thirdly, he was, lastly, I would say, the seniors that came into the team, he gave them respect. Dhoni being a calm-headed person, he also got into the job. He took his time. He took over from Ganguly, Rahul Dravid and Kumble. Rahul Dravid and Kumble with a short period of time, but Ganguly was probably had the most actually influence on him as a captain. And obviously, he has learned a lot of things from Sachin Tendulkar, as he has himself admittedly said. But he did this transition from taking over from the senior players, guiding them, working with them, and then coming to the junior players now who are actually the seniors. So Dhoni's contribution to Indian cricket, in short, has been immense, and probably if you just weigh it in terms of what the actual outcome he has given, it has been the most by any captain in the history of India.
So if you ask my point, right? Obviously, my previous speaker has already kind of summed up a lot of things, but I will like to add upon whatever he has told is that Dhoni was he played crucial three roles. Okay, he was maximum of his career. Right, he has been a keeper, he has been a batsman, as well as he has been a captain. Right, he was three in one. Other thing is that Dhoni, whatever run he has scored, has contributed to Indians Indian win. Okay, it was because he was playing at a lower order. See, every run he made always contributed to something or other. And Dhoni was epitome of hope. Till Dhoni was in the crease, whether he was batting or he was captaining when he was fielding, Dhoni provided immense hope to the Indian fans as well as fans all over the world who supported him. That Dhoni, till Dhoni is there is a hope that India will make something out of whatever situation there, right? So Dhoni kind of brought in that hope for Indian cricket that Indian cricket team can win from any situation. That was Dhoni's contribution. We'll talk about other contribution as we speak about when it comes to the next questions, which the moderator will lay out.
This is the first question in discussion because you already covered the overall impact. So, this is the first question I would like to ask Vibhuda from you. Like how Dhoni's role evolved over like period of time in Indian cricket.
See, Dhoni when he came as predominantly as a wicketkeeper batsman, who was a hard-hitting batsman. He was an extreme hard hitter of the ball. I don't think Indian cricket had that kind of hard before Sehwag and Yuvraj. I think Dhoni was the third cricketer who was hitting the ball so hard. And because he had some, his carefree personality when he came in, right? When he came in, he was a very carefree personality. He was kind of looked at when Saurav Ganguly was the captain. Saurav Ganguly knew that he was a powerful hitter. Saurav Ganguly always wanted him to be a part of Indian cricket team for a long term. So he obviously kind of upgraded his batting status. And Dhoni never see Yuvraj also never had a kind of problem in establishing him in the team. But Yuvraj, because there were a lot of senior folks who was there, Yuvraj also was always under the cloud because there were senior folks who were there. Yuvraj was batting slightly up the order. Dhoni became an instant success with Indian team when he came. In the fifth one day itself, he scored 148. Then Jaipur one day versus Sri Lanka, I think it was seventh one day which he played. He scored 183. At that point of time, 183 in Indian cricket, how many batsmen had kind of scored? Saurav Ganguly had scored, I think, and Tendulkar also highest score was not crossed 180 beyond 169, I think. So Dhoni became instant success. Then when he went to Pakistan and came back, he was already established star. So Dhoni started as a carefree hard-hitting batsman. Then his responsibility grew. He became under the T20 team. Then he became a kind of gradually became a finisher. I think the initial part of the career from 2008 onwards till 2015 rather, he was taking the finishing because he was the hitting batsman. The other batsman who was finishing along with him used to play along with him. But 2015 to 19, he tried to make the batsman play along with him, and he was kind of playing slightly slow. So he was playing much more to the situation because he had matured as a player. From 2015 to 19, I will say that a lot of people will complain that Dhoni was playing slowly. He was not, his strike rate was not high, but he was playing the game according to the situation at that point of time. He wanted other people who are batting with him to kind of evolve as a finisher. So he was playing slow, and he wanted the junior folks to kind of strike much higher than him, so that as a whole Indian team wins.
Yeah, Dhoni, the way I have to take it forward or to make my point, Dhoni's contribution started mainly as a hard-hitting wicket-keeper batsman. He did not. He obviously during the first half of his career was not known all that well for his wicket-keeping skills, if you just call it that way. As Vibhu rightly said, he started as a hard-hitting batsman. Probably Saurav Ganguly had thought of him as somebody who is not just a hard-hitting player who would come and log and score some 20, 30, 40, 50 runs in like 10 balls, 12 balls and get done with the task. Saurav Ganguly's envisioning of Dhoni's role in the team was Dhoni should play at number 3 or number 4, which Saurav Ganguly has anyway said in several forums, and he continues to say that even now. He always thought Dhoni at higher in the order could have controlled the flow of the game throughout his career. But then that being said, Dhoni's also contribution down the order has been immense, a selfless kind of contribution where he could control the game at the end if there were actually wickets that fell, if the wicket was a good one. On some of the days he came in early, he could control the game till the very end. He could control the pace of the game. He could start to fire when it actually required. So during the first half, he learned a lot from all his peers or all the other team members who were kind of strong in the team. He also played with some one of the best set of batsmen in the team at that time. I mean, he had so many good players for company, to be honest. But then Dhoni was a standout person in the early part of his career, not known for his wicket-keeping skills, but because of his temperament, he was also given the job of the captain. He was a friendly guy. He had got good terms with all the team members, and then he took over the reins from actually Kumble, and then he was like the captain of all the format. Then he took the team to the greatest height. In 2010 or 11, if I remember correctly, he took India to world number 1 in Test. Before that, India was not.
No, I think world number 1 it took in 2009 or 10.
2009 or 10, yeah. I don't remember exactly the period, but that was still a very formidable world cricket. Okay, there were teams like Australia that were on the decline, but Australia still had won the 2007 World Cup. They were a formidable side. South Africa had the likes of Dale Steyn, etc. India went to South Africa, did well. India went to New Zealand, did well. So all of this happened under Dhoni. But Dhoni silently in this period, he mastered the art of actually wicket keeping. The significant thing for me, as far as Dhoni is considered, is Dhoni in the last 5, 6, 7 years was a master wicket keeper who devised his own way of wicket keeping, and he knew how he had his own school of wicket keeping. That's for sure. He did not follow the conventional approach, the back swing, etc., which the wicketkeeper is supposed to have. He never had that. And his crucial dismissals in games like the one that the Bangladesh 2020 game, etc., those were like masterstroke.
I would refer Vibhu's the point, like he was slow in the last 5 years or 7 years of his career, but he was supposed to make someone else a finisher like him. Like people
I think see, obviously, once a cricketer starts going good, right, hand-eye coordination goes slow. Okay, but still he will try to maximize the situation. He'll try to make a player play around him, like he played Ravindra Jadeja in the semi-final, right? Ravindra Jadeja was hitting the ball. Dhoni was along with him. Dhoni might have Dhoni failed to give the finishing touch, which is the kind of always is stuck in his heart as well as millions of cricket fans like us. It was unfortunate he could not finish it, but he was quite capable to finish it in that day as well, right?
So to the next question. So how we made a star of a normal cricket player, like a star out of a normal cricket player.
Very interesting. I will make my first intervention. I like the topic. I think, like we said, Dhoni is probably one of those first people from a small town in Indian cricket when this whole barrier about Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, Bangalore, all those big cricket centers that broke. I mean, Dhoni broke, and he's the one who basically, of course, Saurav Ganguly and Deep Dasgupta, everyone from Kolkata, but still Kolkata did not produce as many players. But Kolkata was a big, cricket center, had a big stadium, it was world famous, etc. But player like Dhoni from a town like Ranchi was almost unheard of, and that to make it this big, be remembered as the best captain that India has produced, is actually phenomenal. And then that actually opened the floodgates of all the small town players coming. And then obviously, I think After Dhoni came, it was actually IPL that came about 4 or 5 years later. But IPL also, in a way, contributed to that. The whole thing starting around people from small centers coming and getting into the big stage. So Dhoni was path-breaking. Dhoni's entry into the Indian cricket team was path-breaking in that sense, where he is one small town boy. That that romantic story of a small town boy coming, which you would like to read in storybooks. So it's been that journey, and that actually inspired a whole generation of cricketers that have come from small towns and have made it big, and a lot of them. As now we will actually discuss now, we can go through a couple of them because this is all about Dhoni. We don't want to digress, but Dhoni just started that trend.
Yeah, if you look at the big star, right? Who are the big star who are playing in Indian cricket team, Test cricket team currently? Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Cheteshwar Pujara, then you have Mohammad Shami, Ishant Sharma, Umesh Yadav, all these people, right? Who have
Ravindra Jadeja, yeah,
Ravindra Jadeja as well. All of these people have
Hardik
debuted
Pandya,
under
even though
Dhoni.
they're not all that big city players.
Which one? Which one?
Hardik Pandya.
Hardik Pandya, the Jasprit Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav, and Chahal. I will still like to give Virat Kohli some more credit because they obviously came after 2015 World Cup. But look at the Test team, right? Test team is kind of created by Dhoni, and India is number one cricket Test team in the world right now. So Dhoni, by that he has created Umesh Yadav, Ravi Krishnan Ashwin, okay, Ravindra Jadeja, Mohammad Sami, Ishant Sharma, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, all these people are Dhoni's guys. RP Singh is anyhow retired, so let's not
retired, but
RP Singh is not in the scheme of things at this point of time. Yeah. But Virat Kohli, Cheteshwar Pujara, Rohit Sharma, Ajinkya Rahane, all these people have debuted under Dhoni. So obviously Dhoni is kind of all the cricket players who are currently playing the Test team mostly are created by Dhoni. Obviously, addition like Bumrah, Kuldeep, Chahal, Hardik Pandya are kind of have partially come through Dhoni and partially to Virat Kohli. Right? So the beauty about Dhoni is that way he transitioned to Virat Kohli. And now even when we are discussing that we have followed cricket like anything, we can't give credit only to Virat Kohli or to Dhoni, right? For Hardik Pandya, Chahal, then Kuldeep and Bumrah.
Yeah,
because they came in Virat Kohli era, but they were also supported by Dhoni. The beauty about Dhoni is that he has contributed to the team till now. Yeah.
No, my point was that Dhoni till 2011, if you see India won the World Cup, that was obviously the peak of Indian cricket in this era or in these last 2-3 decades. Dhoni did not, the team that was there was kind of the foundation of it was played by Sourav Ganguly. Most of the players, the crux of the team was actually built by Sourav Ganguly or some of them even prior to that. But the team around 2015 and 19, the foundation of it was laid by Dhoni.
Even 2013 World Cup, 2013 Champions Trophy was Dhoni's team.
Champions Trophy, that was Dhoni. So, I mean, Virat Kohli in a way has made contributions, as you said, to some of those players. But I think for sure, I mean, Dhoni is the one, like I said, Sourav Ganguly did for 2011. It's Dhoni who had laid the foundation stone for these players. He actually created a platform for all these players to come. So his contribution cannot be just discounted for these players that are there in the current team. The pace battery that India had, which is now considered to be the world's best. I mean, when did India have a pace attack that was considered to be the best in the world? India is right now.
But test team pace attack and all, though Dhoni had initialized that, but the potent force, right? How they have shaped up to. I think Virat Kohli has much more credit for it.
I think we should close this.
This was a very good,
and we will seriously gonna miss MSD with like whenever we will going to watch any upcoming matches, we will definitely going to miss him. So that's the end of our discussion, but not the memories he has already shared with us. So his impact is really we are going to miss in every matches. So यहाँ पे क्लोज करते हैं हम अपना